start, we have breaking news from Capitol Hill. The U.S. House of Representatives has passed House Resolution 82, commonly known as the Social Security Fairness Act of 2023. With a resounding 327 to 75 votes, the U.S. Senate will now take up H.R. 82 before President Biden decides the bill's future during the 118th Congress. H.R. 82 aims to eliminate two Social Security provisions in the U.S., the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. H.R. 82 was co-authored by Louisiana Republican Congressman Garrett Graves and Virginia Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger. Graves says these two provisions unfairly reduce or eliminate earned Social Security benefits for approximately 3 million Americans who've devoted much of their careers to public service, including police officers, firefighters, educators, and federal, state, and local government employees.